Hi, hello, welcome to the Lunar Lounge series brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliver the findings for the new moon in Pisces. It's going to be around the 24th, give or take half a day, depending on where you are in the world. And the new moon is a time when we begin certain cycles. Basically, we plant the seed of an intention and it'll manifest around the same sign, but on the full moon. So the full moon is always 6 months after the new moon. So basically, if we're in a Pisces new moon today, 6 months from now during Virgo season, we'll be in a Pisces full moon. Does that make sense? Let us begin. I'm going to lay the descending energy, cast it really is what it's called. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It's an honor and privilege to serve you. Smash that like button. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, for profession, send a donation. I'm hearing that mockingbird song. Are you? I don't know the rest of the words. I don't want to go get another candle, so I'm just going to do this. I know we can barely see, but we're going to have to do that. I'm sorry, dear. I just don't have the energy to go. I'm like 20 minutes late with this video. I was sitting there staring off into space. And I'm trying to go to bed. But Spirit told me I better do this now or it's not going to be pleasant. Okay, so that's gonna work. Okay, 10 of Pentacles is why I moved the candle. When the moon is new in Pisces, deep insights and connectivity and sensitivity come into play. It's a start of an intention where aspects of our life path, spirit, karma, destiny, our life path come into fruition. We're going to take several months finding this insight and intuition around the creative parts of ourselves, the sensitive parts of ourselves. Also, some of the places where we need to sacrifice, maybe surrender, oftentimes for like liberation in life, spiritual ascension, spiritual consciousness. Here we have Temperance and the Tower card. So that's receiving spiritual guidance, spiritual communication. The Temperance is clarified by the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So we're healing from a lot of different experiences. There may have been some kind of overwhelm, perhaps some kind of addiction. It would have been born out of an illusion, delusion, confusion, maybe a false narrative, a fake reality. It could have been some gaslighting, mirage, something that was fake, phony, fictitious, not necessarily imposter as it was a facade, a mirage. Okay, so there was a popping of a bubble, really, with the Tower card. Something came up to the consciousness, but also we had to get to the depths of our soul. We had to really take a cold, hard look at our subconscious, or I don't have the English. I don't. Aspects of our real self, aspects of our eternal self, aspects of the part of us that's been hiding from ourself for a very long time came to the surface. I don't know. It's the dark night of the soul, but a very minor version. It's just, it was something that required courage. We had to kind of stand up and confront ourselves. And, we had to starve the enemy, but unfortunately, the enemy was alive in us. And again, I just don't have the English around that. I can't, it's not coming. It's getting hot. I don't want that candle near me when I'm spitzing. Okay, go. Me. Ooh, it was hot. So I don't know a nice way to say that. Like a dark night of the soul is when, yeah, we have to go through confrontations, but it's really when your true authentic self comes up and you understand the causes that you've been making up until now and how we have this effect of today, whatever the experience is of today. And also there's some kind of strength, courage, and wisdom that we have because now we're standing tall in the self. The tower plus the strength card, that could be the keeper of the sacred flame. We have the violet flame, the indigo flame, the thread of life, and the eternal flame, which is really the covenant. So there's some aspect here of working directly for the divine or having access to great spirit here. Not that we all don't. It's more a conscious awareness and a direct connection. So we'll go till we have the moon and the high priestess, which I love. And it won't be the longest of videos, thankfully. So strength, courage, and wisdom, emotional fortitude is going to come around. I think something is paying off. King of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles means wanting to yield, and it is happening. There's something definitely paying off. There's certitude and security. So now this tower is clarifying the Nine of Swords with the, I'll be using the realistic pillar to clarify the corresponding or combination. So Nine of Swords tower is Mars and Gemini. It can also be that there was something that we were either guilty of or that we felt remorse or really shame and guilt for. And probably a place where we weren't tolerant or compassionate with the King of Cups here. Some awakening happens. It can be just a revelation that's shocking. Some kind of truth, because we have luck in unluck, fortune in misfortune with the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune here, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like we're going to have to work at some kind of emotional commitment, giving consistently love or giving consistently compassion, tolerance. Everything is ready. We're prepared, or we have everything kind of ready to go or willing to go. And it's suddenly we realize that we were perfectly positioned to do something. What I'm getting is that all along it's been that way. So some type of clarity comes, and it's because a bubble burst or something backfires. Yeah, so we've been looking at this energy that's been very helpful, but also very hopeful about a message that comes through, and this message that comes through is love. Or something to build. Yeah, we're working at a grand external commitment of either love, unconditional, or compassion. The love's been coming through every reading, even these moon readings. There are readings that are designed to skip or bypass or go completely around the topic of love, and it's even breaking through those. So I'm confused because love is here. So we have the High Priestess clarifying the Ace of Swords with the Queen of Cups. So there is some kind of needing to give unconditional love or needing an emotional connection. Needing some kind of emotional truth, perhaps. We could be dealing with Taurus energy. It says here Moon or Saturn in Taurus. Yeah, so that's a plan, a strategy, an agenda. This other side is basically really stuck in it. Things are getting worse progressively. They're even starting to compound. They don't know what to do. Giovanni Fanciulla, they've never done this before, been in this position before. Desperata per gelosia e de amalato. It means that the sickness is compounding, getting desperate. They're lovesick, maybe. Um, so spiri is the longing. They don't know if it's going to work out or not, or it is not known if it's going to work out here or not, because something on our end has changed. There's a clear transition on our end, and so some things are uncertain or unclear. And I'm feeling like we just need to learn how to make sacrifices to be open and be vulnerable, but also it's not necessary that we do that if the other side isn't doing the same or giving us the space to do that. We don't need to open up, to complain, to explain, to chase, to barter, to vie, to be seen. We just need to move on about our business. There's an invitation to come out to play here, but it may be formally with the Hierophant. Page of Wands is an invitation to play or fight or compete or argue, really, or date even. It just seems like the groundwork has been laid, Seven of Pentacles, and now we need to invest time, energy, effort, and attention into this charisma energy, or it might not grow. Because the high priestess is pure, graces exalted influence over an entire cycle, and we have the Ace of Swords here, so the authority is in our hands, but we do need to be. See, the King of Cups was compassion. The Queen of Cups is tolerance. Yeah, see, we have a something here. There's some judgment here from either the divine feminine or the throne of the beloved. The King of Cups came. So this is saying that there is either some false love, which I don't think, or some hidden love. Uh, I think something is being hidden here. I really do. now we just have the Seven of Pentacles, which has already come out. It can be that there's some strategy or there's a hidden connection. We might have a connection going on that we don't know about. And normally I would say, oh, somebody's trying to do some kind of love spell or hidden in the spiritual. They want some kind of semblance of a marriage. But to be honest, we might not know that there's love right in front of us, which means it hasn't either been communicated to us or we don't feel it. But it also just feel like somebody's not being clear that they feel connected to us, which is how I see it, because they need us to make some type of commitment to them. The queens receive it's a grand internal commitment, meaning they're committed to receiving stability or some kind of committed relation. But the Four of Wands here, and that's behind them, as if they've already either attained that or they don't know about it. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's what she's already attained, it's where she's come from, because she's looking back towards the road. And the road involves some kind of relationship here. Four of Wands. That's a union or some type of position of status, power, a throne. And we get celebration there or authority, but it comes through like, it comes socially. And this is about our role and relationship to something through nurturing and creativity. It's the material side of spiritual affairs. So we're materializing, creating some kind of love that we need to have a strategy, a tactic, cunning to get into it. And I'm saying love, connection, union, on the same page with somebody where there's there's a truth here. Now there can be moon in Aquarius, but that would be the other person. There might be Venus in Cancer, that would be us. There could be Venus in Aries, again, that would be the other person. So there's some kind of revelation here, and also something is ripe. Empress and the Sun, that means something's ripe, like a baby about to burst or uh, something about to fall off the vine. We also just had the Six of Cups, so there's some healing or redemption here and something being saved, and we need to attend to this situation. Because there's affection to be given. And again, the Queen of Pentacles just came out, Regina Denari. Yeah, so something needs to come into alignment. We may be dealing with some kind of Libra or Capricorn rising. There may also be a little bit of witchcraft here, a little bit of mirage, glamour, illusion. But we just need to be according to, like we need to be stable about it. We need to do by the book. We need to kind of go with God as we try to accumulate this, because it being canceled out is kind of protected, or we're about to lose on a new opportunity. It's under attack. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles. There's a collective working on it, but it's built. It's pretty heavily built and situated. There's a lot of that's gone into it. There's a destined, loving, nurturing connection here in terms of a partnership. Two of Cups, Four of Cups, the soulmate union, twin flame union with the Empress and the Star card. It's kind of almost all here. Now we have that Three of Swords. That could be triangulation, as I was talking about, and it would be from some type of group or collective gang stalking, or it's not the gossip. It's some type of clique, coven, cabal. Let's read this down. There's a discovery here. There's a prickly expansion. The discovery, we went inside, we used those wisdom to find an answer. There's tenderness here, or supposed to be, but also there's an active wound. Something's not progressing. There's a delay, a dispersal, a disruption of some kind. And the connection, union, communion, partnership here with the Lover's card, it can be the ancestors, it can be the heavenly beings, exalted, ascended masters, but it's saying like there's something here to work on that's actually pretty great to be built. Ace of Pentacles, that's the promise of a material life. With the Eight of Cups, and so we have the whole reading. So we don't know this yet, but we're moving through darkness, and there will be some mystery resolved. Moon card with the, unless there's melodrama, moon card with the sun, a mystery will be revealed. I don't think there's melodrama because we don't have the drama meaning here. We have a moving through darkness, all this. I mean, I hate that I keep saying this. It's like confusing and annoying to me, but delayed obedience is actually disobedience. So I'm just going to say what's on my mind. I'm open to being wrong, but that's a very rare thing when it comes to what we're doing. I'm getting love. The Emperor just fell over when I was consulting the Empress. So it's like the Emperor is the last thing to come online. Something's going to be revealed. Sun and the moon moving through darkness. Moon in the chariot. It can be doing things in the dead of the night or traveling through the lower astral. It can also be forms of like um, telepathy. Is the lower forms because it's related to the cord between the two. And then chariot with the sun card, that's some kind of achievement. It's an accomplishment of some kind. There are some boundaries and standards here, and then it moves on because of it. So the thing with the chariot is that all the terms and conditions are being met, or whatever you need to do to overcome whatever obstacles are there are happening. So it's saying that there's standards and boundaries, and we need to get to higher ground or withdraw, is what this is saying. And it does happen because of this chariot here. It's also saying that there is a we're wanting to hold this in place. We're wanting to hold on to this. Because the next step is being somebody that they used to know. We're also feeling fair and balanced, but that's mainly the other side. They are trying to come back. Let's do one more. We have the hangman out here. That means coming to a different perspective. Until recently, we've only been able to perceive some things. Moon card and the hangman means genius. Hangman and the justice card means some type of loophole. It could be like a misjustice, a miscarriage of justice kind of deal. So something slipped, happened that shouldn't have, accident. Desiring authority is really what I'm getting. Also, karma could be here with the Eight of Swords and the Justice card. Something happened. There's a little bit of an outlaw energy here with the Ace. Okay, there's no Ace, but with the with the Five of Swords and the Justice card, there's something was out of order. but it got caught and dealt with. I feel like karma snapped into the situation and made it what it needs to be. But the Lord had to intervene. It's only confirmed by the death card underneath. So we might have needed a moment to gain some type of clarity. Because frankly, we were just going towards our boundaries. But as we had our boundaries, the other side got caught up in something, Eight of Swords, and it made things have to repel some kind of energy. They got pushed back, repelled in some kind of way. Because they could have basically Mark of Cain energy here, but it's resolved with the Justice card. So they almost have instant karma is what that means. What is this Five of Swords with the Justice card? Outlaw energy. Yeah, so the situation is stuck or was stuck because there was some energy moving in secret. This friend or seeming so friend was moving in secret. They had either a secret consultant or there were moving parts that we didn't know about. And I think part of it is that they were feeling desperate or had very strong feelings about this that were dispositive, meaning they were either bad feelings or they didn't have hope. Because this friend feels stuck either in the friend zone or not able to do much. What's this Eight of Swords? An arrangement with the Justice card here, falsita. So there might have been a collective of people or multiple moving parts, but it's gotten to where it needs to be. And unfortunately, the advice, if they did get any advice, wasn't the best advice, not with falsita. But something has happened where they understand our value. This opportunity is precious to them. I don't know why. If you mistook me, why are you circling the block now? But there is something very deep value here. What's this miscarriage of justice I'm picking up on? Justice card and the hangman. Yeah, the situation is fully matured, but people may have given improper guidance because they. Now, sometimes people wish. This is frustrating because I don't seem to be able to speak English. So I'm just gonna give it a try. People mean the best for us. Usually they do, especially people close to us that we love that have spent a long time with us. If they're acting a fool, it's because they don't know what we're doing and they're scared. This is the same. Taking medical advice from one's mechanic. People do mean well by us, but they're not always doing us well. They may be giving us advice according to their perspective of their life. And so it says here that there were people around them nurturing kind of woo cuckoo and kumbaya lullabying. And to be honest, they didn't just say like, oh, hey, I see that you're in some bad feelings, that we validate your feelings and acknowledge your experience. They kind of tried to soothe or help this person. And what they were doing was helping them up out of their spot. And their spot is with us. These friends didn't realize that the situation was just cooking and they took it some kind of way or whatever. And whatever they gave this person we're connected to advice, all the readings have been about love. It's very annoying because I feel uncertain with that. I don't have bearing faces. It's disorienting. But it's created delays on our end because this person was waffling. They were cycling in their feelings, not waffling in their behavior, but they were cycling in their feelings. What am I getting about this hidden genius? So they didn't understand our movements. there was love here that was withheld from us. We didn't know. I think they might have thought that we were supposed to get the message, but it didn't come in very clear, or there were aspects of it that were hidden. And with the Fanchula, it's almost like an intuitive ability there. It's more pronounced than Lamante, Queen of Cups. But in the Queen of Wands, there is intuition. And so when they came towards us and when we responded, perhaps it was in a way that they didn't understand. Perhaps we missed something that we needed to say in the response. Perhaps we reacted to something that we felt versus what was said. Because they're under the impression that we got the message that there was love on the table. So that you see, now we're going to be attending to the love, because before we got somebody that didn't know how to handle themselves, and that did create some issues. They looked at us like we were moving sideways in a way that they didn't understand. But you see, we were moving directly into attending to them, but they never asked for us to attend to them. It's almost like we need to go back and fix a situation that we didn't even know was an issue. And that's struggle level, especially when something's getting off the ground, having to do all this troubleshooting is just as tiresome. It makes you question the connection. I don't understand why people don't just come out with their feeling. Hey, I'm over here feeling like this. How's that for you? Or, hey, I'm catching feelings. Where are you at with things? Unless it's like work or something inappropriate, I don't get it. Like when you think somebody doesn't want you, or when you think you're going to get rejected, you're already at a no. So you need to get that no out loud so then you can move on, because rejection's never really about you. You don't know how many times there's something common in the world. I have a business background. I understand this. It's been decades since I've been in the business, but I still follow it because it was a strong skill for me. In investments, especially like investment banking or venture capital, or even sometimes angel investors, but that's smaller and it's harder to track. Here's what I'm trying to say. There's a list of all the big companies of investments that they missed out on, kind of like the sharks. I guarantee there's a company or two out there that one of the sharks is, they feel horrible that didn't give a chance, that they said no to. And they knew very clearly at the time, and of course later on, the why, how they let it slip through their fingers. So that's what, yeah, delerante, a missing opportunity, missing the boat. The guidance with the delerante is take an opportunity when it comes. Because look, the situation suddenly turned on them. Ilardo and melancholia. When everything came out and matured, and they're gonna walk right into it. They're gonna walk right into everything as it appears. Yeah, you might have said no to the caterpillar, but would you say no to the butterfly? Did you have any way of knowing when the caterpillar was a caterpillar that it would become a butterfly? Yeah, okay, maybe the king and queen of this suit know that would happen, but the Fanchula, Queen of Wands, that talks about her immaturity, things that she hasn't experienced before. That's why she's virginal, chaste, or inexperienced, not always both. So yeah, okay, yeah, maybe it's obvious, but to her it wasn't. To Giovanni Fanciulla, she's never experienced that before. Yeah, and so when it comes out, it's like, oh, a disgrace. Oh, I tricked myself out of my spot. They do have some discovery, and it's on the way. And again, a group of people or false love or whatever. This is more like policing than anything else. It's not the love that you really need. And then here's the amante, la matrice and l'amante. So there's love here. And this was a reading about connection sensitivity to a situation that wasn't as it appeared. I suppose that this could be some kind of job offer where we were initially overlooked, probably internal. We're looking for another role with inside the organization. I don't even see that. It can be in the community as well. We were overlooked or something, or we overlooked them. And now it's circling back around, and we're going to have to do some attending. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to do so. A quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and unconditional love and universal oneness. Hanapana. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you return, having found salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted. Telling is what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, Vasudhani, Avida Zain. Take good care. Bye-bye.